Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we're working on tonight. The death of a Superior Court judge. Is it suicide or was he killed? A man was killed in JFK, and a shooting in Club 54. These stories and more coming up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, Superior Court Judge Francis Duramo was found dead in his Schooner Bay apartment earlier this morning. He was 50 years old and he leaves behind two small daughters. Could his death be tied into the JFK Christmas murder trial that was supposed to start today? News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Unbelievable news to report as we're here on a breaking story in Schooner Bay, Christiansted. Reports came in at around 9 o'clock this morning. The Superior Court Judge, Francis Duramo, was found dead in his condo here in Schooner Bay Apartments. Very sad news to report. Francis Duramo, a longtime attorney here in the Virgin Islands. Also, this reporter had the opportunity to work with him doing sports trivia on aisle 95 for a duration of time. The community right now is in shock. All kinds of speculation and rumors are taking place about the cause of death. Foul play right now, the detectives believe, is not involved. Whether or not the judge had family matters or depressive concerns, that will have to be decided later on. There is speculation of suicide, though, at this time. We do have to tell you that. Autopsy reports and next of kin and so forth will all have to take place. Of course, this is tragic news to the community. For the official word on what happened this morning, we want to take you to Melody Rames, Virgin Island Police Department spokesperson.
Thank you for your patience. Obviously, this morning, we got a call about 8:30 this morning at 911 regarding an incident here at Schooner Bay. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our new Deputy Chief of Police, Christopher Howell, who will give you a full briefing as we know the facts at this time.
Good morning. At approximately 8:30 a.m., Police 911 received a report of a body located in Schooner Bay condominiums. Officers of the Patrol Bureau and the Forensics Bureau and Investigation Bureau all arrived on the scene, as well as EMS. EMS was unable to locate vital signs on the victim, who has now been identified as Judge Francis Duramo. The investigation continues at this time to determine if foul play was involved. However, I'd like to make it clear that at this time, the reports of gunshots to the victim is incorrect, and in fact, there's no signs of damage to the body. That concludes my statement at this time.
We have reports that...
Hold on, before the questions, I just want to say that well, first of all, the Chief of Police, Okwan Benter, is on St. Thomas this morning for a meeting, and Police Commissioner McCall has been briefed on this situation, as well as the governor. Additionally, the victim witness advocate is presently with the wife of the deceased victim, Judge Duramo. At this time, any questions?
Yes, how was the body found? Was it suicidal? Was it suicide? We understand he could have been hanging. Is that true?
Well, the matter is currently under investigation. As we have indicated, there's no gunshot wound to this body.
But was he found hanging?
Again, the matter is under investigation. At this time, we have called in the medical examiner to make a determination as exact cause of death in this matter.
Any other questions?
There's lots of speculation that Judge Duramo was involved in a high-profile court case today, Jeffrey Brown, and also the fact that someone was killed last night, possibly could have been a witness in JFK, the Christmas Day shooting. Could this all possibly be tied in, perhaps? Maybe foul play is involved with Judge Duramo.
Well, from what we have found thus far in the evidence that we have located at the scene, there is no, in addition to the evidence at the scene last night, there's no connection between these two cases. And again, this incident happened about a couple hours ago, and the matter is under investigation.
Are these two cases being investigated as potentially being linked?
No, not whatsoever.
How old was Judge Duramo?
I don't have his age at this time. Again, these are issues that definitely we have to go back to the office. We're here on the scene. We'll go back to the office and make a determination.
Who found his body, sir?
We got a call from a marshal, Superior Court marshal.
He didn't show up for work. They came to check on him. Is that right?
That's correct.
At what time?
About 8:30 this morning.
At what time was he at work, sir?
I don't know that. Obviously, there was a case, as we know, this morning that was scheduled to start at 9 o'clock. So he obviously was not there.
The Jeffrey Brown case?
Yes, sir.
Well, there you have it. Unbelievable news. You heard some of the questions from the press corps as we asked Deputy Police Commissioner Novell Francis and the feds there and Melody Rames whether or not a noose had been found, a rope, and they could not confirm or deny it. That can lead to some speculation at this time that suicide is a definite possibility, but who knows? What about the Jeffrey Brown case? Isn't it ironic that that case starts today? It was a big case. What about the JFK shooting from last night? That 25-year-old victim. Could this all be tied in? Are in shock right now, just like the rest of the community. And all we could say at this time is if we have any more information, Jerome, by news time, we will give it to you. Let's recap. Superior Court Judge Francis Duramo was found dead this morning after he did not report to work, and that involving a major case with the Jeffrey Brown case involving the JFK Christmas shooting that involved a police officer. Now, when the marshal got here today, they found Judge Duramo dead, and the condition of his body, they're not saying. They are ruling out foul play so far, but so far it just doesn't look good, and again, we are in shock. That's all I could say. Superior Court Judge Francis Duramo found dead in his Schooner Bay apartment right up in that area. In Schooner Bay, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And now we take you to the JFK housing community, where last night a 25-year-old man was shot dead. And could this murder be linked to the JFK murder trial, or also linked to the death of Judge Duramo? News Channel 8's Wes Small has more.
Wow, and what a day it's been. And now the homicide that happened last night. It was around 8:30 right here at JFK housing community when about 6 shots rang out. Sounded like shotgun sounds. Laying dead was a 25-year-old near Building 7. So far, according to Melody Rames, the VIPD spokesperson, his name has not come forward yet, the next of kin. But 25 years old, at around 8:30, Building 7, he was shot down. When police came to the scene, he was found unresponsive, and he was dead on the scene. Now, once again, there's a lot of speculation today. Could this murder be tied in to the death of Judge Francis Duramo? Could the death of Judge Francis Duramo be tied in to the JFK Christmas murder involving police officer Jeffrey Brown and his brother-in-law? That trial was supposed to start today with jury selection. Unbelievable news today. And one can only speculate. But of course, we don't deal with rumors. But one can only imagine until the medical examiner comes up with the autopsy to find the results of how a popular judge, Superior Judge Duramo, died. Could it have been tied in to the shooting from last night? Could it have been tied in to the Christmas Day shootings? But one thing at a time, a 25-year-old young man is dead from gunshot wounds from last night at around 8:30. Yeah, it's a lot of news today to report, Jerome. Here at JFK Housing Community, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.